Welcome back to the vlog. I'm Dave Horvath of Meridian Bank, and today we're going to be talking about how to choose a lender. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and please share this channel to all your friends, your family, and your coworkers. I really appreciate it. Okay, so number one, how to choose a lender. Probably the first way that most people think of is they talk to their friends, they talk to their family, they talk to their coworkers. And that's a great way to start. Obviously, if someone that you know had a great experience, that's a very good way to start to find a lender. But once you have that initial referral from them, I think you need to dig a little deeper. And that would be reviews. There's nothing wrong with starting out in the business and not having a lot of reviews. Everybody's got to start somewhere. But if you're going to choose a mortgage lender, I think you should start with someone that actually has a lot of experience. And someone with a lot of reviews typically has a lot of experience. So go to the websites that are out there, the Zillows of the world. You can look for Google. There's plenty of other sites that you can check reviews out and start there. I personally have at this point over 500 five-star reviews, and I'm very proud of all of those reviews. Probably has taken me about 10 years to accumulate that many reviews, so that gives you some sort of idea how long it takes. I will say, be careful. There are a lot of lenders out there that put reviews and post them, but it's basically their entire office. It's not just their reviews, it's their branch. And so read a few of them. You'll see if they start to mention other people's names and thank other people, then it's really not that one individual's reviews, it's a whole bunch of other reviews. I can personally say that all my reviews are my reviews and mine only. The next thing would be set up a phone call. First question is always going to be, how does that lender make you feel when you're talking to them on the phone? Just like any person that you're talking to, how do they make you feel? A lender should make you feel like you're their only client. And of course, someone that's busy, someone that's successful, they're not going to have a lot of time, but they should always make you feel as if you're their only client. I know I try to do that. I know that most of my clients in today's world, I don't meet. Everything's virtual. So a lot of our conversations are over the phone. I know I hear, especially with these big lenders that are out there, these internet lenders, I hear it all the time. Every time I call, I get somebody else on the phone. I never know who I'm going to talk to. That will never happen if you are working with me. The next thing would be, how much experience does that lender have? Mortgages are complicated. I don't think people realize this. You've seen those ads on TV, let's not mention the names, but push a button, get a mortgage. I wish it was that easy. Okay, it's very, very complicated. We're going to talk about that in other videos. But for now, just think, experience matters. An athlete makes it look easy, okay? But they've trained for years and years and years. Okay, that's what we've done. We've trained, we've read the materials, we read the guidelines, we've got the experience, and it's going to help you with this entire process and make it go smoothly. So whether it be me or anybody else, make sure they have experience. That's why it looks easy, okay? Again, they will also be a good communicator. So a lender must be a good communicator, and that is a key to any relationship, both personal and professional. So as long as you're able to communicate, as long as they communicate with you, as long as they're available. Okay, let's jump over to non-local versus local. Okay, I've got clients all over the United States. I know I get these calls all the time. Their realtors want you or them to use a local lender. Unnecessary, okay? Money travels through the air, all right? We don't hand out checks anymore. So do you know who Warren Buffett is? I think everybody does. A lot of people, millions of people invested their money with Warren. He lives in Omaha, okay? So it doesn't really matter where I am, where your lender is that you choose, as long as they are good, okay? So don't let your realtor dictate that you use some local person because it's going to make things easier. I hear this all the time. It's completely false, okay? They just want you to use their local person because, hey, they might feel comfortable with them. But don't worry, I can put a call in. I will have them look at my reviews. Once they talk to me, they will know that my experience is going to make this process simple. So don't get suckered into that conversation or that push by your realtor to use the local lender. Now, if you want to use someone local, that's great. If that makes you feel good, by all means, use a local lender. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to open up your mind, open up experience, more options, you can basically choose anyone that's licensed to do business in your state. Okay, so that's non-local versus local. Also, rates. I hear about rates all the time. One of the first questions people ask me, what are your rates? How many times have I heard that over the last 30 years? Rates matter. Let's be honest, rates do matter. It's very important. I know that it affects your mortgage payment, affects what you pay over the life of your loan. But rates are kind of like gas prices. And you can drive to a gas station, 1, 2, 3, you can drive 2 miles. Eventually, you're going to find gas cheaper. And that's kind of how rates are, all right? Eventually, you will find a lower rate. Now, does that mean that it's better? Well, if we're talking about gas, maybe, because gasoline is pretty much a commodity. But when you're dealing with a mortgage, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. A lot goes on with the process of making sure you have a smooth transaction. So rates are important. However, I'm pretty sure that we have some of the lowest rates in the country. And I would say that those companies that advertise on television, you know who they are again, that cost has to be passed on to you somehow. Because those ads aren't cheap. You know, if they've got their name on a stadium, those things cost money. So who do you think pays for those things? You, the consumer. So I would suggest, doesn't mean you can't use a lender that's doing those things, but I would compare rates, and I think you'll find that rates with a smaller bank or lender or mortgage company will be a little more competitive than someone that spends millions and billions of dollars on advertising. Now that may not always be the case. So all you should do is compare, ask those questions, because it's very important. To wrap this video up, if you're looking to buy a house, please give me a call. We'll help you get pre-qualified so that you can have that piece of paper to hand to your realtor so that when you do write that offer, you're ready to go. It doesn't take that long. Actually, only takes about 15, 20 minutes over the phone. We can do that with you. Doesn't take hours, doesn't take days usually. Obviously, there are exceptions to every rule. So please give me a call. You can reach me at 1-800-275-2895, and we look forward to talking to you. Don't forget to subscribe, pass this video on to your friends, and have a great day.